Hello everyone, Broken Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to this week's episode of BUW. This is episode 219, part 4. Now, with that said, if any of you have happened to miss the previous 3 parts, then of course, do make sure to head on over and give them a watch. Now, as you can see, we're going to be kicking off our final part of the show with a triple threat match. And it'll be Evie versus Hannah versus Abigail Diamond. Now, before we dive into the match action, do remember, guys, to leave a like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's dive into the match action.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Kentucky, Hannah.
Making her way down the ring first, representing the Dyer Dynasty, Hannah. And this should be an intriguing triple threat matchup. Seeing one half of 3 former tag team champions set to do battle. And of course, we have seen a triple threat match in the men's division earlier on tonight. We saw a very chaotic tables match.
And her opponents, first from London, England, Evie.
Making her way down to the ring next, representing the Broken Bloodline, Evie. And this should be an interesting to see if Evie can hold her own against the likes of Hannah and Abigail Diamond. We know she can.
Big challenge, but if anyone is up for it, it's this woman.
I mean, she's had a decent year so far. Was in the final 3 of the Women's Rumble. And of course was in the final 3 of the Women's Chamber match not too long ago. And finally, making her way down to the ring, representing Merciful Fate, Abigail Diamond. And of course, it's no secret that Merciful Fate, the Dire Dynasty, and the Broken Bloodline all want a chance at the Tag Team Championships. And this should be an intriguing battle, to say the least. And as to that crowd, the ovation for Abigail Diamond. Which one of these three ladies will get the bragging rights of this match? First person to score a pin or submission will be the winner. And of course, no disqualifications. Evie was just buying her time until she ran into Hannah. Watching Abigail and Hannah square off momentarily. But now Abigail looking great in the early going. Hannah with a pendulum backbreaker stretch. You'd say Hannah will have the experience edge in this match. She just got dropped hard on her back. Look at Abigail go here. And Evie sending Abigail into the corner. Hannah with a buffalo suplex. Great counter from Evie. There goes Abigail. Hannah looking under the ring. And she's pulled out a chair. Perfectly legal. And she gets slammed onto said chair. And look at Hannah. Oh, look at that. Great counter. Inverted DDT. A zigzag from Evie. Hannah with right hands. And look at this. We usually see Hannah do this in the ring, not on the outside. Delayed vertical suplex. Abigail Diamond's pulled out a ladder. Abigail standing alone in the ring as Evie sends Hannah back inside. And there's a spear from Evie. Takes down Abigail and Hannah with a running clothesline. Oh, and Evie looking to avoid being powerbombed. She does avoid it. And no matter what Hannah's thrown at Evie, she's always had an answer for it. But now Hannah turn her attention to Abigail with her version of the abdominal stretch. Hip toss. And Hannah lands on the ladder. Abigail with the Luthez press. And with some strikes of her own. Evie with a spear. I wonder where she learnt that from. Diamond effect. Hannah with a power slam. Evie immediately breaks up the pin. The arm wringer. Oh, and Evie could have dislocated some fingers. Hannah avoids disaster. Almost gets spiked. What she does there by Evie. Oh, what a right hand. Abigail looking for the victory. Hannah able to kick out at one. Evie with a chair. Abigail's possession. Evie takes out Abigail with a chair. Evie too busy showboating. Should have really gone for the cover. Instead uses left hands. And now look at this. Abigail's pulled out a table. Looks like I've got a bit of TLC action here. Evie now with the cover. Abigail with the save. Oh, what a backdrop. Shot to the back. Head first. And look at this. A Yakuzuka cutter. Right on the ladder. Clothesline from Evie. And look at this. Looking for the coquina clutch on Abigail. Is Abigail going to go night-night? She releases the hold. Now she's going to inflict more damage on the body parts of Abigail Diamond. And down goes the official. Hannah inadvertently taking him out. Look at this, Evie. She's hanging. She's doing more than hanging with some of the best. Oh, shot with a chair right to the cranium. That'll cause some brain damage. Evie sent into the corner. Hannah looking to show her experience. Multi-time world champion, of course. She's got another table. Oh, these ladies trying to tell us something with these weapons. There's the ankle lock. And Evie with the Karafuda driver. Can she make Hannah tap? She does.
Here is your winner, Evie.
Here is your winner via submission, Evie. And well deserved, I say. That was a fantastic performance from Evie. I'll definitely say one of her best in BUW so far. Incredible win for Evie. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next contest. And looks like there has been enough talk. It's time for the main event. And this one will be a tag team match. It will be Jim Boy and the 2025 Men's Ruthless Rumble winner, OG Nick, the OG Boyz. They'll be taking on Eddie Walker and the current BUW World Champion, King Dominator.
And here they come.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 456 pounds.
Matches like these,
making their way down to the ring first, Jim Boy and the 2025 Men's Ruthless Rumble match winner, OG Nick, the OG Boyz. And the former two-time champions set to do battle with the Night Terrors, or two members of the Night Terrors. All of them, I'd say, are equally as, shall we say, terrifying. Wouldn't want to step in the ring with any of them. And since OG Nick won the Rumble back at the end of January, he's had a mixed bag of results in terms of winning matches. Not won too many of them, which isn't good going into his main event match with King Dominator.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 488 pounds, the World Champions, the Terrors!
And their opponents, representing the Night Terrors, the Phantom Eddie Walker and the BUW World Champion, KD King Dominator. So yes, the Night Terrors been running roughshod, especially KD, who has been on the roll of a lifetime in recent months. In his second reign as world champion, has got a huge defense coming his way in just a little under a few weeks' time. He'll be facing the winner of this year's Men's Rumble, OG Nick. You can't rest his laurels because he did actually get pinned by OG Nick in a mixed tag match at the Chamber of Mayhem event. Oh, look out for the big bang here. Oh, fire. Looks like it's going to be Jim Boy and Eddie Walker to start things off. Then here we go. And Eddie Walker delivered a flatliner to Jim Boy. Jim Boy, who has experienced main event matches in his career, of course, and involving the Night Terrors. So it's not his first rodeo with the Terrors, of course. Jim Boy's dealt with them in the past. And things aren't looking good for him as of right now. And a 2 count. Nick in there to make the save, but Jim Boy was able to kick out. Now in comes the world champion. And looking to take out the leg of Jim Boy. Jim Boy able to kick away King Dominator. And look at Jim Boy go. Tagging it to the world champion. We say King Dominator has been on an absolute roll in the last year or so. Not too many hiccups. And apart from that one we mentioned moments ago where Nick did pin him in a mixed tag match at the Chamber of Mayhem. And King Dominator is just on a different level right now, and I hope OG Nick is taking in everything that he's doing right now. And Jim Boy with a short arm clothesline. I want to win this could be if Jim Boy can pin the champion. Just a 2 count for Jim Boy. That was close. Floats over into a net breaker. Oh, look out here. What noise. The old-fashioned air raid crash from Jim Boy has definitely turned this match around. Into the pin again. Just a 1 count for Jim Boy. Oh, look at that float over DDT. And Jim Boy has been busted open. And there's a tag. In comes Nick, and we're going to get a preview of WrestleVerse. But Nick just got speared out of his boots. Clothesline in the corner. Said Nick, and knows he can pin. Knows he can beat King Dominator. Oh, high knee. Knee drop to the shoulder. Kick to the midsection. Oh, look out here. And the eye of the storm from King Dominator. And there's the KD kick. Hooks a leg. And Nick kicks out at 2. King Dominator could have learned from his mistakes from the past. As Eddie Walker now in trying to pick up the pieces left for him, but he's now on the receiving end. OG Nick looking to send a message. Elbow to the face. Head first off the turnbuckle. Couple of right hands. Oh! Kick to the gut. Sunset flip attempt. And Walker able to counter. Double feet to the face. And a stomp on the elbow. Trying to take out the Phantom. Jim Boy now tagged in, as you can see. He's looking to take out King Dominator. Oh, and he could well have done there, that suplex off the ring apron. A swinging net breaker. The right hand down goes Eddie Walker. Walker switches momentum. Jim Boy could well be fatigued after that wound had appeared on his face. And Eddie Walker's trying to make it even worse. Trying to take out Jim Boy. A hip toss from Jim Boy. Knee drop to Eddie Walker. A waist lock. Burning hammer. And there's a tag. In comes the world champion. And Jim Boy able to get the better of King Dominator. Oh, only momentarily. A kick to the back of the knee. And Jim Boy saw him on coming. And Jim Boy sending King Dominator into the corner. On the right hand. It's up on the top rope. What is Jim Boy thinking? Oh, look at that. Agility from Jim Boy. Right to the top rope. Superplex. Then that could be all. And King Dominator kicks out at 2. How is the question? And in comes Nick. Nick now. A few shots to the gut. Gets caught. Pile driver. Hooks the leg. And there's another break up in the count. Oh, kick to the knee. Kick to the gut. Arms hooked. Future shock DDT. But Nick right back up. Face buster. And OG Nick hanging in there. There's a tag. In comes Jim Boy. Smart tagging from the OG Boyz. There's a cover. Just a 1 count. Oh, Jim Boy gets caught. Oh, and almost took his head off. High knee. The rip cord. Knee to the face. There's a tag to Walker. And what is Walker looking for here? Last ride. Will that be enough? And Jim Boy barely gets the shoulder up. How is he still going? And there's the Hell's Gate submission. Nowhere to go. But Jim Boy able to get out of trouble. And Jim Boy, how much fight does he have? And Jim Boy tried a net breaker but missed. Elbow to the face. Face first off the ring apron. And there goes Walker into the announce table. And Jim Boy stepping across the body of Eddie Walker. Sends him back in the ring. Net breaker. And this could be all she wrote. There's a 1 count. Into the corner. And Jim Boy tags in OG Nick. This could be it. Super blockbuster. Is that it? And King Dominator straight in there with the save. There's a tag to Jim Boy. Double team. Double shoulder tackle. Flying clothesline. Oh, beautiful. Look at that power. What a suplex there from Jim Boy. That was impressive. Oh, drop toe hold. That could be all. And Jim Boy again gets the shoulder up. Even Eddie Walker's shocked. Setting Eddie Walker up on the top rope again. Oh, we know what he's going to do here. He's going to leap to the top. There it is. With a superplex. Is that it? And Eddie kicks out at 2. What a main event. There's a tag to Nick. Whip into the corner. Tag from Jim Boy. Another double shoulder tackle. And Jim Boy perhaps. White noise. Heading to the top. Diving knee. It's amazing that Jim Boy can still go after what he's endured in this match. And there's the Terror Cutter. And there's the save. The amount of blood Jim Boy is lost and is spilling in the ring, as you can see. And there's a tag. In comes King Dominator. And look at Jim Boy go. He's determined to keep going. Suplex. Jim Boy caving in the head. And, oh, shoulder first into the barricade. A knee to the gut. A shot to the arm. Knee lift and a clothesline. I can assure you, folks, that is Jim Boy's blood. You can see spilling everywhere. Jim Boy just has not stopped. The state of this man is... Oh! Down he goes. Into the ring post goes King Dominator. Kicks him away. Oh my God, look at the state of him. Not quite as bad as what happened to AEW's John Moxley a couple of weeks back with that 2x4 with nails into the spine. That was sickening to look at. But anyway, Jim Boy, credit where it's due. He's lost a hell of a lot of blood, but the man is still fighting. You'd think it was him that's going to wrestle versus the fight King Dominator for the title. And the knee to the skull. And King Dominator is just going to inflict more and more punishment.
Goes under the ropes to get
Back inside the ring. He can barely stand. Oh my God. Springboard cutter. Just stay down, Jim, for God's sake. And it is mercifully over.
Here are your winners, the Terrors!
Here are your winners, the Phantom, Eddie Walker, and the BUW World Champion, KD, King Dominator, the Night Terrors. Oh my goodness, what a main event we just seen. Oh! Fire. What a main event match. And what a showing from Jim Boy of the OG Boyz. OG Boyz as a whole, though, put on a great matchup. But of course, we'll have to give you a medical update on Jim Boy as and when we can. But that was a nasty amount of blood he lost. But anyway, folks, we have run out of time on this week's show. If you have enjoyed what you've seen, then of course do remember to leave a like on all 4 parts. Leave any comments below. And do not forget to subscribe. Now, with another episode in the books, we will be back again next week for another action-packed episode. And of course, we'll be a couple of weeks off from the show of shows, our 2-night extravaganza, Wrestleverse. But anyway, folks, thanks all so much again for watching. Do take care. Have a great weekend, whatever you're up to. And I'll see you all again next week for another action-packed episode of BUW. Good night, everybody.